Good morning again, crafty friends. Okay, this is a haul of several places. The first one was an estate sale, and I found this book, and it's called It's called that. Okay, so anyway, it's from 1872. 1872. And I have to read y'all something in here because I've been reading this book and it's so funny how the more we know, the less we know, sort of. Or the more people have always known, but now we look at it in a different kind of light. Anyway, I have to read y'all a few things. This one is on hygiene. It's necessary to bathe. In order to maintain a uniform temperature of body, the skin must be kept in a healthy condition. So that the heat of the body rises above 98 degrees, perspiration will be increased, and the evaporation will reduce the temperature to a healthy standard. Or on the other hand, if the heat of the body falls below that standard, the action of the skin will proportionally diminish, and the animal heat thus preserved. But in order that the skin may thus act as a regulator of animal heat, it must be kept clean. Okay. Have y'all ever heard that your body won't regulate if it's not clean? I hadn't heard that one. It is one of the channels through which, it makes sense, don't get me wrong. It is one of the channels through which waste material of the body is carried away. When the perspiration evaporates, it leaves on the surface of the skin a saline and animal matter which is held in solution. But the skin secretes oil also, and this with the residuum from evaporation and the natural waste from the surface of the cuticle forms a gummy substance which is liable to obstruct greatly the natural outlets through the skin. How to bathe tells you how to do that. You should do it at least twice a week, it says. And your water should be soft and the temperature between 90 and 110. And you should not use strong potash soap. The oil should be, because you don't want the oil to be completely removed or you'll get dry and chapped. And you should, in the summer, you should be able to use the mildest of soaps. You can bathe for other purposes, it says. Yeah. Anyway, and then qualities of good clothing, the plunge bath or the shower. You might need to take a plunge bath for the purpose of rousing up the sluggish action and torpid sensibilities of the body. To accomplish this end, the whole body should be plunged at once into the water between temperatures of 60 and 70 degrees and immediately wiped dry, wrapped in a soft blanket, or clothed in flannel. Yikes. Wow. In general, it would be safer to begin with the plunge or shower of 80 degrees, followed by a glow of heat on the surface. Oh my. Okay, now I have to find something in here about eating, because in our world, it's so impossible, but it's so funny to me. Okay. You're not supposed to eat when you're fatigued. You should rest after you follow a meal. And I'm not going to read all this to y'all because you might not think it's as cool as I do. But anyway, cheerfulness during meals. A lively, cheerful state of mind, as far as this can be commanded, should accompany all of our meals. And if the surrounding circumstances force on us the melancholy mood, our meals should consist of light, digestible food in small quantities. Under such circumstances, the appetite will seldom demand food, and care must be taken that we are not decoyed into the mistake of attempting to create an appetite by local stimulants or from escaping the cares that oppress us by a resort to alcoholic exhilarants. At least half an hour should be spent in sprightly conversation or amusement after a meal is taken. Light reading, which will amuse and entertain, will furnish a safe means of passing this interval between eating and business. But works of fiction which appeal strongly to the imagination, arouse emotions, should be carefully avoided. Is that not fabulous? Fabulousness. And I got two others. This is a grammar book. Look where the man's ear is. Whew, it's about to fall off his head. And it has really cool pictures in it. And the pages are so beautiful. But look, this is a lesson. Do you see the man on the horse? How fast the horse runs. Oh, wait, this is the one I wanted to read, excuse me. One of the men has a cap and a cane in his left hand. He has a large round face and a fat chin. His hair is long, and you can see that it curls on his neck. He wears a long, warm coat, and he has just come in from the cold. The man with the cap on his head has no coat, and his arm is bare, for he has been working. It is warm in the room. He is glad to see the man who has come in and to hear him talk. And you can see that he is glad. He says, "Ah, is that your plan? I am glad to hear it." And the boy hears all they say. Okay. And then this one is it's a grammar book. Grammar, something we don't really use, so to speak. Anyway, I think these are super interesting and super fun. So I got those actually my hubby got them for me at an estate sale. Okay, now Tuesday morning. Okay, so my Tuesday morning said that they've been getting truck after truck after truck. So their stockroom is crammed full of boxes, and they don't have manpower to get them open. So, like, all I see is Christmas toys everywhere. But there's one that's really close to my house, so I keep going back to it, hoping there's got to be some crafts in there somewhere. But I did find some envelopes for my church cards, which I really like. And I did find, now I have a truck die. I have the one from Spellbinders. Yeah. Which I absolutely adore. But this one is much smaller. And I just love all the little tiny things with it. Can y'all hear that bird outside the window? He is singing us a tune. Okay, and this is a little mason jar with all the cute little doodads that you can fill it up with. I thought that was super cute. And then I found this Jane Davenport, and I almost left it there. But then it was just speaking to me, so you know what happened? It came home. But I thought, how cool would it be to stamp it and then make her hair out of eyelash trim or, you know, something crazy. And put a witch hat on her. That's what's going to happen. So she came home. Then I went to the Dollar Tree. And they started getting in the Crafter Square. So they got these little boxes. And I showed you what I'm doing with them. I think they're awesome. What a fun little thing to get from somebody, I thought. You know, filled with little tiny doodahs, because we all love little doodahs. That's how we roll. I got these gold balls to put in some shakers. Might fill up a hole or two of that. Red heart jewels. Then they had just gotten these in, so I got them. That's it. So, not very exciting, but I mean, I do love everything that I got. So, and I'm super happy that I can see progress on the aisle where all the good craft goodies are coming. Oh, wait, one more thing. And I got these at Hobby Lobby in the little Christmas section. Look at these little bows. Oh, there you go. Aren't they cute? And they actually have a hole in the middle where you could string them. Like, wouldn't that be cute on the end of a dangle? Or, I mean, glued on something and then with a little Jimmy in the center. And I also got some, I got a package that was in the same section that had mailboxes and mittens and Santa hats. And they're little like this too. And they're so stinking cute. And they're that red metallic. So, stay tuned for those. Because, you know, it won't be long. Halloween will be over. And then, boom, I'm shooting into Christmas. It's all I can do to hold back now. But I'm having a little bit of trouble because I've been working on a swap. A Christmas swap. And I'm finding that swinging back and forth between Christmas and Halloween has kind of putting a little slowdown in my mojo. Maybe mojo's not the right word. Anyway, I find I'll be on a great Halloween roll, and then when I moved over to the Christmas stuff, then when I came back to Halloween, it was just like, So I think I need to stick with Halloween till I'm done with Halloween. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Blessings.